Okay, number 25. It says to solve. Taylor, what do I need to do first?
Simplify.
I need to simplify. What does that mean that I should do here?
Distribute.
Okay, what do I get?
Y squared.
Y times y, I get y squared
Minus 3y.
minus 3y
Plus 4y.
plus 4y
Minus 12.
minus 12. And on the other side,
Y squared.
y squared
Plus 5y.
plus 5y
Minus 2y.
minus 2y
Negative 2.
minus 10. Great. All right. And then where?
You combine negative 3y.
Yep.
4y.
And I get
Y.
y squared plus y
Y. Minus 12.
minus 12 is equal to,
Y squared.
yes
plus
ma'am?
3y. Minus 10.
Excellent. Thanks, Taylor. Emily, what do you want to do next?
Plus up the 2y squared.
Excellent. We're subtracting the highest power of y that we see, and Emily just says we can just cross those out. It's going to leave us with y minus 12 is equal to 3y minus 10. Now, Emily, where would you like to go from there?
Take out a y from both of them.
When you say take out a y, do you mean subtract y from both sides?
Yeah.
Subtracting y from both sides. Okay? So that leaves us with negative 12 is equal to 2y minus 10. Okay. Sophia, what do I do from there?
I would add 10 to this.
Let's add 10 to both sides, and what does that give me?
Negative 2
Negative 2
equals 2y.
equals 2y. And then what?
I would divide 2 by negative 2. And
Wait, you want me to divide 2 by negative 2?
no, like divide by 2.
Divide both sides by 2.
Yes.
Okay. Divide both sides by 2, and that gives me
Negative 1 equals y.
negative 1 equals 1. If you have time and you want to check it, you can go back up here, plug it in, and see if you get the same thing on both sides. All right? Nice job. Thanks, Sophia. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Taylor. Nice job. Okay? All right. Number 26 says factor. Before we get started, Dylan, what is this thing called?
Difference of 2 squared.
Exactly. So earlier when I said, okay, let's pull out everything we can, which is what Kyle did, we look at what's left in the parentheses, and we counted and we got 2 terms. Now the only thing that I can do to factor 2 terms is the difference of 2 squares. If it's not the difference of 2 squares, I can't do anything but pull stuff out. That's it. Okay? All right, now looking at this, it says factor. So the very first thing I'm going to do is Parker A.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that I can pull out?
Well, 4c squared, the square root of that is 2c.
Excuse me, a moment. Is there anything that I can take out from both of these terms?
No.
There's nothing that goes into both of them. Okay? Now the next thing I'm going to do, Parker A, is count them. How many terms do I have?
2.
2. Now if I have 2 terms, there's only one thing that can happen. It can be the difference of 2 squares, or I can't factor it. Okay? Is this the difference of 2 squares?
Yes, sir.
It is the difference of 2 squares. It's a difference, a subtraction sign, and this is a perfect square, and that's a perfect square.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now what does that look like, Parker, when we factor it?
2c minus 9 times
2c minus 9
times 2c minus 9.
times 2c plus
Plus
9. Okay? The 2 terms that we get in each one of these is the square root of the front and the back. The only difference is the sign between them. 2c minus 9, 2c plus 9. Now let me ask you this. I just need to check. I just need to check. Can I factor either of these further? Well, let's look. I'm going to look at the first one. How many terms are inside those parentheses, James? 2. So the only thing it can be, if I can factor it, is the difference of 2 squares. It is a difference. Is this 2, are these 2 perfect squares? No, the 9 is, but the 2c is not. So I can't factor this one. What about the second one? Can I factor that one?
You know, 5 seconds.
Yeah. 3 seconds.
No, I can't.